The dream of a single, universal language is a recurring theme in human history. It's a tantalizing idea, a world without language barriers where communication flows effortlessly between all people. Imagine the ease of travel, the flourishing of international trade, and the potential for global cooperation. A world united by words seems like a utopia, a world free from misunderstandings that can lead to conflict. However, the simplicity of this vision masks a complex web of cultural, social, and practical challenges. While the idea of a single global language holds a certain allure, a closer examination reveals that such a scenario is not only improbable, but also potentially detrimental to the very fabric of our diverse world. Language is much more than a tool for communication. It's the lifeblood of culture, the embodiment of identity, and the repository of history. From ancient empires seeking to impose their rule to modern-day efforts to streamline global commerce, history is replete with attempts to establish linguistic dominance. Yet these endeavors have consistently fallen short of achieving true unification, highlighting the profound relationship between language and human identity. Language is not merely a system of words and grammar, but a reflection of our values, beliefs, and worldviews. The pursuit of a universal language, while seemingly a noble endeavor, overlooks the inherent beauty and value of linguistic diversity. Just as a vibrant tapestry draws its richness from the interplay of different colors and textures, so too does human civilization thrive on the multiplicity of its languages. Each language encapsulates a unique perspective on the world, a distinct way of thinking and expressing oneself. History is littered with examples of empires attempting to impose their language on conquered populations. The Romans spread Latin throughout their vast empire. The Greeks under Alexander the Great disseminated their language across the ancient world, and the British Empire left its linguistic mark on colonies across the globe. These efforts, while successful in spreading the dominant language, often came at the expense of indigenous tongues, leading to the suppression and, in some cases, the extinction of local languages. The consequences of such linguistic imperialism were far-reaching, impacting not only communication but also cultural practices, social structures, and individual identities. The imposition of a foreign language often resulted in the erosion of traditional knowledge systems, the suppression of local arts and literature, and the marginalization of communities who were unable or unwilling to assimilate. The failure of these historical attempts at language unification underscores a fundamental truth. Language is inextricably linked to power. The language we speak influences our access to education, employment, and political participation. In a world with a single language, those who control that language would wield immense power, potentially leading to cultural homogenization, the suppression of dissenting voices, and the erosion of individual and collective identities. Moreover, the very notion of choosing a single language as universal is inherently problematic. Which language would we choose, and on what basis? Any selection process would inevitably favor certain groups over others, raising questions of fairness, representation, and the potential for linguistic discrimination.